Kevin Magnussen is in big trouble. He's in big trouble, people. And yet again, his job is in jeopardy at Haas F1. Now, the 2023 Formula One season has not been great for Kevin Magnussen. The man has got 2 points in the first 12 races, okay? It's kind of peak. It's kind of peak. And what makes it even worse is Nico Hulkenberg has come back to Formula One. He's been away for a year, had Suede for a year. Big up to the Wiley people, the ground people that know about that lyric. You get my drift. Anyway, Kevin Magnussen has been in Formula One, maybe missed 1 year. I think he missed 1 year in the last 5 years. Nico Hulkenberg, I can't remember the last time I saw him before this season, okay? He did a few substitution appearances here and there. When people had the Rona, he jumped in and he stepped in and he's done a good job, right? A decent job. But Nico Hulkenberg has stepped into that Haas F1 team as if he never left Formula One in the first place. And as much as that's a good thing for Haas, it's a bad thing for Kevin Magnussen. Now, Gunther Steiner, team principal at Haas F1, has come out and said, listen, he needs to beat Nico this year if he's to hold a seat next season. Now, the reason why the seat is even in jeopardy is because Kevin Magnussen's contract runs out at the end of this season. And Haas, one of the most funniest teams in Formula One world history, are a team whereby 1 minute they're good, the next they're not. Or something is always going on. They've gone with 2 young drivers before. They've lost 2 young drivers. They've gone with experienced drivers. And one of them now is really under the hot coils right now. Some hot fire across Kevin Magnussen's seat. And should he be a Formula One driver in 2024? Should Kevin Magnussen stay in that Haas F1 seat next season? That's the debate. That's the question. Should he really be there? And I want to bring it to your attention, guys, that he has 2 points in the Formula One 2023 season. 2 points. Now, with that being said, this guy's toying with Nick De Vries, who's lost his seat already. He's toying with Danny Ricciardo, who's just walked in, and Logan Sargent. Okay? We've had 12 races in Formula One. And guess what, guys? Nico Hulkenberg, he's got double points. If I look up the tally, Nico Hulkenberg has more than 10 points. Okay? And he's absolutely creaming Kevin Magnussen this season. Nico Hulkenberg, I mean, it's as if he never left. Okay? It's as if he never left. And this isn't good enough for a team like Haas. And really, Haas are probably in jeopardy of even being in Formula One. They're probably in jeopardy of even being here. Because really and truly, they're not pulling up any trees. Why should Kevin Magnussen be in a Formula One seat? Why should he be? When he came back, in that late Bahrain test last year, and it was like, whoa, what's happening here? What's going on? And he had a great winter testing. And then he came back into the seat. Everybody was happy. Remember, he got pole position at one stage in quali, and it was like, happy days. We were singing and dancing. We were loving it large. Okay. And God knows where that Kevin Magnussen's gone. I can't find him. Now, let's have it right. The Haas F1 car this year, as it has been for many years, is garbage. Now, this year is probably better than much more recent years, but nonetheless, that's not to say that, what Nico Hulkenberg is doing in that car. It's almost wonderful. It's almost wonderful because they are poor. They're bad. And Haas have just not got it together, have they? Not since probably Rich Energy. And I think the less said about Rich Energy, the better. But you get my drift. That's the last time we could really talk about Haas with some sort of, I want to say dignity, but it's not even the right word. But you get my point. That's the last time when they were actually relevant to talk about in racing terms. And ever since then, it's been nothing but off-track business. And now Gunther Steiner now is giving the gauntlet on Kevin Magnussen to improve and to at least catch up with Nico Hulkenberg. And is that too much to ask, Kevin? Because I don't think it is. I think Kevin Magnussen should have been the more experienced driver of the two. Now, don't get me wrong, Nico Hulkenberg has raced a lot of years in Formula One. I think he's 35 or 36 years of age. Kevin Magnussen is 30 years of age. So there's experience in both drivers, don't get me wrong. But Nico Hulkenberg has not been driving Formula One cars week in, week out since 2019. 2020? Can't remember. 2019 though, I'm sure. And yet he is laying the smackdown on Kevin Magnussen. Kevin Magnussen needs to up his game. He needs to step to the plate in order for him to get a seat next season. And Gunther Steiner has come out and basically put the test on him. And listen, Kevin Magnussen is not one of these guys, you know, he's not a moaner, he's not a whimper, right? He will know full well that he's getting his butt handed to him. And he knows full well that this is not good enough when you are driving for Haas, when you are up against a man who's not, you know, driven a car in 3 or 4 years consecutively straight, race after race after race. And he's come back here and he's just, you know, he's absolutely creaming him in the points. So it's time for K-Mag to get some points, okay? Catch up with Nico Hulkenberg. That's the cry from Gunther Steiner. Catch up. Otherwise, you will be fired yet again from Haas. Remember, 2020, he was already fired mid-season, okay, from Gunther Steiner. They were getting rid of both him and Roman Grosjean in the same year. Risky, bold move to get rid of both of them. But they did it. And then they've come back to at least one of them, okay? But is it a mistake? I think Kevin Magnussen has come into the team at a time where the team needed him and he needed the team. And it worked last year, right? Let's have it right. It worked last year. But this season, I don't know who this man is. Kiki Palmer vibes. I don't know who this man is. We don't know what's going on with this man, especially with the way Nico's performing in that Haas. If Nico Hulkenberg was not performing in that Haas, we will have nothing to say. We'll have nothing to say. We'll just say, listen, that Haas car is awful. And we would hide behind the shadow of that. But we can't hide anymore, Kevin. K-Mag needs to get it together. And I root for K-Mag as a former McLaren driver himself. You know, he drove for my team, so I've always got a bit of time for K-Mag, okay? And when he came in, he was hot property. He was doing good. He got podium in Australia with McLaren in 2014. So I got time for him. But yeah, he needs to fix up, look sharp. Otherwise, he's on the chopping block. And yeah, Gunther Steiner will have no problem sacking him after the 2023 season. If you like Formula One content like this, leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what your thoughts are about the K-Mag situation. Let me know your thoughts about Gunther Steiner, about Haas. What is your thoughts regarding this team? And should Kevin Magnussen really be under the hot coils as he is right now? 2 points after 12 races this season. Shocking scenes, Jeff. And yeah, let me know in the comment section below. If you like Formula One content like this, smash a like on this video. My name is Peter. If you've been watching this video, you're in pole position. Until next time.